My co-host has gone from being a street kid in Philadelphia to an award-winning filmmaker to one of the most successful comedians in America. Here is David Brenner. Two of the things, many things you do that I really like, but you know my favorites. So the dumb things that people say, all of us say those dumb things, and the dumb signs that you see.
I collect dumb signs. You want to hear a new one?
Yeah, please.
This is a great one. There's a sign, New York City restaurant. It had on the wall, big letters. It had, for bathroom, use staircase.
What, I think you're going to fly there?
And you know, New Yorkers, they will. They will.
You were a practical joker as a kid,
Oh,
weren't you?
I loved it, yeah.
You still like that?
Yeah, yeah, great ones. I don't like the harmful kind.
No.
I never, you know, so kids watching it, we like pull the chair out and he trips back and he goes out the window and he falls 20 stories. And
None of that. None of that.
Yeah, that's boring. You know what I mean? You got to run down the steps real fast to see him land. It could take I'll tell you ones I used to do. Growing up in Philadelphia, I used to real nice section in Winfield. You know, out around City Line Avenue.
Yeah.
We would get together. We didn't have any money. Everybody was busted. So
But you didn't know it. Nobody knew it because you all had the...
We didn't know until we saw a new car drive through the neighborhood. Then we knew something's wrong because it didn't look like ours. But everybody was poor, but you made the best of it. So what we would do, we would get together, a whole bunch of us, and chip in coins, 3 cents, 5 cents, 7 cents. And there was a great old man used to go through the neighborhood. He was a blind man. He used to go in the alley selling brooms. A very good-looking, gray-haired man. He sang the song "Brooms." You know how they sang.
Sing a song
Yeah,
about brooms?
Brooms, brooms. He'd do that. Brooms. Yeah, brooms. Now, you ready, brothers?
Wait a minute. We gotta
brooms. Pick up brooms. I'll give you more.
Brooms.
Rags and old iron. I sharpen knives.
Brooms.
You don't remember Street Salesmen? They were great. They used to sing, and you have all this music. So we'd go and buy the brooms. Now, we get a dozen long-handled brooms. Get them in a car. When we were 16, you can drive in Philly, Get them in a car. We drive out to City Line Avenue. And we stand at 54th and City Line. I'd get out of the car and I'd put the brooms on my shoulder. And I'd wait for the bus. Now the bus comes. I get on the bus with a dozen
all
brooms.
the brooms?
A dozen of them, pointing all different ways. Straw. It was the worst. Like straw would be taking glasses off of people's faces. They hated me. And I worked my way to the middle door of the bus, And people were really disgusted. And the brooms are falling in the straw. And everyone's saying, kill this kid with the brooms, Ruining their morning. You know what it is in the morning? They get hit with brooms. And I would ride like all the way down on like Fairmount Avenue, right? And I would get off the bus, and usually people applauded. Hey, there he goes. And I get off the bus with my brooms. Now, the bus would pull away. My friends would be waiting at Fairmount Avenue with the car. As soon as the bus pulled away, I run over to the car, I throw in the brooms, jump in the car. We drive all the way down like Market Street. I get in a corner, and I wait for the same bus.
What did the bus driver do a take?
Sometimes it would aim at me. You just see the driver. And I kept doing it.
But they knew it was you.
No, I would.
There are a lot of people who look like you, Dave.
I know, but I'd get on and say somebody stole my broom round. And what are you talking about? They said there was a kid like you with a broom. I said I don't know anything about this. And sometimes they wouldn't let me on. I'll tell you another one we used to do. I worked for the Philadelphia Inquirer newspaper. And I used to go down in what they call the morgue section of the paper. They have old newspapers there that look brand new. And they used to save them. Now, I would buy a paper, let's say 1959. I'd buy a paper from 1942. I'd save all my money. They were expensive. They were like $5 for a paper. And I can't stand when people read over your shoulder, on a subway or a bus, they read. And I would sit there with my old paper that looked brand new. I'd sit with it under my arm, and I'd just sit there, and when everyone finished their paper, all of a sudden I would casually, now they're looking around for something to read. I'd casually take out my paper, and I'd open it up and have headlines like, Germany bombs London. Now I'll tell you the best one we used to do. The best one. This is my friend Moose Caruso. All right.
This is a real person.
Yeah, the Moose. Very real. The Moose is very real, very big and very real. All right. The Moose is a street guy. He was from South Philly. He's from down, I think 21st and Tasker or something. Anyway, so the Moose and I get together. Now, you know the Broad Street subway?
Sure.
Right? There's a place, 13th and 15th Street in Philadelphia. You can get on 15th or 13th. If you want to, you can walk 2 blocks down to 13th and you'll get a seat. If you wait till the train comes to 15th Street, you won't get a seat. So some people would walk through the underground, the concourse underneath, to get the seat, okay? Now, the Moose and I would get together at 15th Street. I'd give the Moose my dirty handkerchief, all right? And he would walk down to 13th Street. And I'd be at 15th Street. And we'd make up, get on the 3rd train that comes along, the 3rd car from the front. Now, I'd wait. Train 1 go by, train 2, train 3. There's the Moose sitting there. I'd get on the train. Everybody would rush. No other seats. And I would hang on a strap. And I'd call attention to myself. You know, little things I do, like be standing there and I go, ah, ah, ah. Cold, cold. Then we'd be riding now. Right. Ah, ah, ah. And then I let out this great fake sneeze. Ah! Oh, no. I don't believe it. I can't go home like this. I must have left it on the dresser. Does anyone have a handkerchief he could loan me? And the Moose would take my handkerchief out of his pocket, give it to me. I'd blow my nose real good, give it back to me, put it in his pocket. Everyone would go, what kind of animals are these?
David Brenner, we're coming right back.